All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's Strength and Power. So obviously this week I'm providing some Olympia coverage and going over, some of the top guys and how I think they're going to place and how I think they're looking. So Roelly Winklaar is obviously one of the guys that going into every year's Olympia, there's a lot of hype surrounding him. And the reason for this is because he usually posts, pretty crazy looking progress pictures going into the Olympia. So actually this year he's been kind of quiet in terms of progress pictures. So the most recent progress picture that he posted was at 9 weeks out. So it's him hitting a most muscular pose in that, perfect lighting in the Middle East and O2 gyms in front of that perfect mirror over there. And of course he looks insane because his most muscular, it just always looks crazy because of the roundness of his delts and his arms. He always looks nuts from that pose. So how do I think he's going to place at this year's Mr. Olympia? So honestly, we got to look at last year's results. So he was in 6th place last year behind William Bonac in 5th, Big Ramy in 4th, Dexter Jackson in 3rd, Sean Roden in 2nd, and Phil Heath in 1st. So really, I think the only room for improvement here is for Roelly to go head-to-head with William and potentially move up to 5th place. So I don't see, based on what we've seen so far, and granted, he hasn't released a whole lot of pictures, so we don't really know. But from what we've seen so far, I haven't seen a whole lot of tremendous improvement between last year and this year that would lead me to believe that he's going to move up tremendously in placings and be, threatening the top 3 or anything like that. So honestly, in my opinion, I think that 1st place through 4th place slot, I think those slots are pretty much locked down. I think Phil Heath, Sean Roden, Dexter Jackson, and Big Ramy are hands down going to be in the top 4. It's just a matter of what order they're going to be in. Now, I still believe Phil Heath is probably going to win, but I think Big Ramy could be anywhere from 2nd to 4th. I think he could move up to 2nd if Sean Roden and Dexter come in off. I think he could stay in 4th if Big Ramy comes in off, and then Sean and Dexter have tremendous conditioning. So I think those top 4, the order could be switched around a little bit, but I think for the most part, Roelly is going to have a hard time cracking in there. So I think the most he could probably do is move up to 5th place, and that's my most likely prediction for Roelly. He's going to stay in that 5 to 6th place slot because that's just where I see him. So the real question is, who is going to be a threat to Roelly? So Roelly is probably going to be in the 2nd call out and maybe at the tail end of the 1st call out. So in the 2nd call out, they're going to be comparing for 6 through 10. The 1st call out is going to be pretty much 1 through 6. So Roelly might be on the tail end of that call out trying to figure out who's in the 6th place spot. Then they might be comparing 6 through 10, trying to figure out the order of those competitors. So in my opinion, in that 2nd call out, you're probably going to see Roelly. You're probably going to see William Bonac. You're probably going to see Joshua Nardowitz. And you're probably going to see Cedric McMillan, maybe Victor Martinez and Nathan Diasha. Now, unfortunately, last year you had Dallas McCarver in 8th place. Obviously, Dallas isn't going to be at this year's Olympia. So that opens up a place for a lot of people to move up and move in. Obviously, last year you had Justin Compton in 10th place. But as you guys all know, Justin Compton will not be at this year's Olympia because he had to take some time off due to an injury, and he lost a bunch of size. So 10th place and 8th place are now wide open. Those are 2 very big spots, very crucial spots that people can move up. So I think that's going to leave a lot of room for guys like Brandon Curry to move up, for guys like Joshua Nardowitz to move up, Cedric McMillan to move up, even a guy like Michael Lockett you might see move in there. So my prediction again for Roelly is 5th to 6th place. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Where do you have Roelly Winklaar? And what do you see happening with those open 8th and 10th place spots? So please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.